Next kill. Legion. 1, 2, 3, go.
Hi, welcome to the Comic Con Community Podcast, and today myself and Paul are joined by Shenice Moremi. Hi, Shenice.
Hi,
How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. Yourselves?
Very good, thank you. Very good.
I'm glad to hear.
All good, all good. It's been crazy weather today. We've had hail, we've had storms, we've had sunshine,
really? I
we've
think
had
it's been
rain.
quite nice
Yes,
here.
you've been very, very lucky.
Yes.
So we'll dive into the questions. So in your training, you have done circus and fire arts. How do these alternate performances skills influence your traditional acting or character work? How have they helped you?
So as a performer, I think it's really important to have a range of different skills. So I initially started taking these workshops just to expand my CV. You know, anything on an acting CV makes you look good, doesn't it? But I feel like it's influenced my traditional acting in a sense where acting requires your body to be fluid. You can't just be like stiff, and circus skills really force you out of that stiffness and makes you have a bit of like, what's the word? Fluidity?
Yeah.
Can't even say the word. But it makes you also like aware of your spatial awareness, which I think is really important for acting work, not only for yourself, but you need to be aware of other cast members or even crew. You know, there can be a lot of wires and stuff that you definitely don't want to break on set. So I feel like circus skills have definitely helped me in that way.
Well, like you said, not just that, like back in the day, the cameras were still there. They have all these flying cameras on wires now. So, like you said, dodging.
Yes, definitely. And you don't want to be responsible for breaking anything.
So, how did you get into the circus skills? How did that come about?
So when I was around 16, I was doing my diploma in performing arts at college, and I just wanted to try new things instead of just being in the box of acting. And I seen a girl on my course, I think it was just on Instagram or something, and she was doing aerial hoop, and I was like, that's really cool, and I want to give it a try. So from there, I started doing aerial hoop, and I just fell in love with it. It's not something I've done in a while, but it's definitely something now that I'm settled back in Liverpool that I want to go back into.
Did you find it scary? Because, like you say, it's all right going, I want to do that, but when you actually do it, it's not as easy as it kind of looks. It looks amazing, but it's not easy.
I think at 16, yeah, I was probably a bit scared, but I love to give everything a go at least once, because then I can say I tried it instead of just ruling it out.
Exactly, yeah. So, how was your transition from the West Devon area to studying in Liverpool in networking?
It was great. So I really love Liverpool. I've just moved back. It was a really easy decision for me. I just really wanted to get out of Devon. Personally, for me, I don't think there's much going on there. However, it was a bit hectic. I did, I think it was like 3 weeks. I got accepted, like 3 weeks before the uni start date that I got accepted. And I was like, got to move really quickly. It was very hectic, but I would definitely do it again in a heartbeat. I feel like Liverpool has my heart.
It is a bit different though, because like I said, Devon is probably quieter and more calmer, and Liverpool is more of a city, more hectic.
Yes, I do love the busyness, and there's a lot more creative opportunities up here, which I love, obviously.
Yeah, I feel like there's more theatre, like you say, more arts in Liverpool, so that probably
Definitely.
helps you. Yeah.
And they've got one of the best Comic Cons in the country, of course. We need to add that bit, because Liverpool is always the standout Comic Con when it comes to, you know, what is your favourite Comic Con? It's always Liverpool. Always Liverpool.
Yeah, it is the biggest in the UK.
They do have a good Comic Con, don't they?
They do, and they get the biggest guests because of that, I think. So is it true you worked at Disneyland Paris?
So I did a one-off performance in Disneyland Paris with my college back when I was around 17. It was just a couple of musical theatre numbers.
And how was that experience for you?
Well, I was 17, and I feel like it was, I can't even like now describe the experience. Yeah, exactly. It's Disneyland Paris. Who doesn't want to be there? It was really surreal, and I'm very grateful for the opportunity. And plus, I got to explore the park, and who doesn't want to do that? Like, I love fun fair rides, so that was a big bonus for me.
What has been the biggest lessons you've learned while working at Disneyland Paris?
I feel like I didn't necessarily learn like loads of lessons in the sense, because it was just a one-off performance. However, I did have a realization, I guess. I think back then I was going through a bit of a rough patch in my life, and I feel like I learned how much the arts means to me and how much creativity can really help your mental health. So being on stage, it really gave me that click in my head, like, this is where I'm meant to be and this is what I love doing, and I know I need to continuously pursue this because it makes me happy and it's a good outlet for me.
I suppose, and like I said, because it's Disney and it's big, yes, it's one performance, but you can still see how big it actually is, and you can still experience that, and you can still, like you've just said, saying, is this for me? And you get to see all the glitz and glamour kind of thing.
Yes, it was very magical and stuff. And we had like people messaging the college saying how well we did, and it was just the real like people from different parts of the world just watching this small little college do some musical theatre dances.
So you've participated in live shows before. What's it like transitioning your energy between a closed set and a live stage performance?
There's definitely a massive energy difference. So when you're on set, there's some like leniency on if you mess up your line, you know, you can just be like, great, sorry, can we restart? But when you're on stage, there is literally no rooms for error. There's a lot, like massive pressure on you to not mess up. And if you do mess up, you've got to be able to pick the show right back up, and you've just got to be able to basically improv.
I think that's what it is, especially live shows, of when you're on stages. It's probably that learning to click straight back in. Like I said, if you do mess up, it's about not stopping, not freezing, just right, carry on. I even said the line again, it doesn't really matter because it just moves on and people kind of forget it then.
Exactly.
But
I
like you
suppose
said,
the
on
difference
set,
with that is, the difference with that is if you're doing it on stage, you're doing it every day. So you've got, it's not when you're doing on a TV set, you might just do it once and then it's done. But if you're doing it on stage, you're saying the same thing over and over and over. So you've got more time to kind of drill it into you rather than just quickly learning your lines for a one-off session and that's it.
True.
So what is your go-to process for preparing to audition for a self-tape versus a physical casting?
So I'd say my preparation is quite similar for both. For me, meditation is a huge one for me because I can get a bit nervous and my nerves can get the better of me. But over the years, for my training, I have created like an actor's toolkit. So that will include, just talking to myself, sounds a bit mad, but talking to myself, reminding myself of why I'm here, what I'm doing, my meditation. And beforehand, I like to create a character profile. So just what's my character doing? What's her end goal? How old she is? Where is she from? To just really get in that mindset. So I wouldn't say like a online a self-tape and a physical casting is much different for me. I try and have the same process throughout.
Well, like I said, we've spoke to other actors and actresses, and like I said, I think self-tape kind of helps because, like I said, you can do it in your own time. You can take your time, like you said. You could have 5 minutes, like you said, to have a little meditation, a little talk to yourself, say, "Come on, you've got this," kind of thing. There's nothing wrong with that. So I think self-taping actually helps.
Oh, absolutely. I think COVID, one good thing out of COVID, it has sort of changed the game, hasn't it, for self-tape. So we do have a bit of like, oh, that didn't like the way I looked in that. I can just refilm it.
I'll just change my top.
Yeah, exactly.
So how do you've just talked about, like you said, your struggles. So how do you approach protecting your own mental health when taking on heavy or taxing roles?
So for me, it can be quite scary, but advocate for yourself. You really must speak up if something doesn't feel right, or just something doesn't feel right. You must speak up for yourself, and I get that is scary, but no one else is going to advocate for you. You need to do it for yourself, and other people on set might not know something's going on. For me, I just try and be as gentle as possible. Like, I've experienced roles where my mind knows I'm safe, but my body just hasn't quite caught up yet. So I'll be like, ooh, like, but my mind's like, so they're both like fighting against each other, but I've gotten good at reminding myself to just stay present, take a breath, and trying to clearly distinguish the character's trauma from my own reality.
I think it's good nowadays that people do speak out, because, like I said, on set you can have a voice. You can say, actually, this isn't working for me, or I need 5 minutes, or like you said. So I think the world has changed in that, where we can actually speak out now.
Oh, absolutely. And you've got what is it? Unions now for actors and stuff. Because obviously we're all self-employed. So I definitely feel like for my age and getting into this career, I do feel like somewhat safe, you know, like it's not as like the horror stories I've heard. It's like, oh, I can speak up for myself and that's okay.
And like we were speaking to Nicola Wright, and she was saying that how it's changed now, because like I said, in like romantic scenes, shall we say, you have people now where you can tick boxes and say, I'm happy with this.
Oh,
You know, you
yes,
actually mark things now.
intimacy
So
coordinators now. Yeah,
yeah,
I've heard a few people say like, oh, never had that back in my day, but I feel like it's really good, and you know, just to have someone there advocating for you and making sure you're safe and putting your best interest up first.
well, yeah, because it's obviously got to help. Because like you say, you can say, I don't want to do that, and it's accepted now, where probably back in the day it was like, no, you're doing it or you don't get the role, and that's
Exactly.
it. So we brought you on because you were in the new Pooh universe now. You're in Winnie-the-Pooh 3. I'm obviously a big fan of the universe. So how did that come about? How did you get involved in it?
So my good friend Meg Hankin, she was the supervisor makeup artist on set. And I've worked for her a couple of times up in Liverpool, but she heard that the role of Cherry needed to be filled. So she messaged me like, "Oh my god, girl, like there might be a good opportunity." She didn't even tell me the details. It was I was just like, "Yeah, sure, let's go for it." And she went, "Have you got a show reel? Have you got your spotlight, etc.?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she sent it to them, and then it went from there. I think the casting director messaged me. I was like, yeah, cool. And then I got the contract. I was like, oh, what? I was like, I had no clue that's what I was being put forward for. So I was like, oh, that's amazing.
So you had no idea what it was for?
No, I didn't initially. I was just saying like, yeah, sure, I'll go for it. I got told it was a horror. So I was like, yeah, go on then. And because I trust Meg a lot, because I've worked with her numerous times, I knew it wasn't just going to be like some dodgy little, you know, film or something. So I trusted her.
Yeah, backstreet film with a guy in a camera in a van.
Yeah, exactly. No, I trusted her a lot, so I took her word for it. But I was very shocked when I seen the contract. I was like, no way.
And have you heard of the Pooh universe? Did you hear of have you seen Winnie the Pooh 1 and 2, or was it just, what
I
is this? Did
have
you know
heard
anything
of
about it?
it. My friend swears that we have watched it together. I don't remember, but I did watch them. I don't remember. But my memories are a bit. Yeah, I can't remember watching it. So maybe I have, maybe I didn't. Who knows? But I did watch it before going on set, and it was very interesting. And it was nice to see people on set. I was like, oh my god, I've seen you in a movie.
Well, that's what I was like as an extra. I was like, I know you. So it was great. And one thing I wanted to point across is, because, like I said, people don't understand this, is because we just see films, we watch it for an hour and a half and that's it. But actually on set, you're there for 13 hours days. And what I wanted to say while you was on here is, as extras, we was really proud and really think of you ladies, because the heating broke and it was absolutely freezing. And you guys were just like stood there in not so much clothes, and then next minute you was in character, and we was all still shivering in the crowd.
I did find it funny at one point, while on a different location. Again, it's quite cold, and throughout like the whole time of being on set, I didn't shiver once. And as soon as they said that's the wrap, I literally my mouth was my body like broke down, and I was like, wow, that's like really amazing how much my body can stand. And I was like, right, I'm going to do my role well. And then as soon as it was a wrap, that's when my body had a breakdown.
But like I said, in the on that scene, you was stood in front of me and you was turning around, you was egging the crowd on as thingy, and all I just kept thinking was, I'm so cold, and I had like layers and layers on, and I was like, I feel so sorry for you guys.
Well, I appreciate that you thought I did well enough.
Oh no, it was brilliant because like all the extras said the same. They were like how cold it was, and then like when the director said, Scott said action, you always just like boom, character. That's it. The cold's not here anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't exist. It's not even in the room.
So it was your first feature film. How did you find it? How did you find the whole experience? Because like I said, people only see an hour and a half on TV, but you're there for 13-hour days, and it is relentless.
It was just amazing. It was surreal. It was a total dream for me. Just to be around so many talented cast members and even crew members, you know, even the runners and the lighting guys and all that. It was just a complete dream for me. I'd love to redo it. And it's so like, you know, surreal to be part of such a global franchise that people are so dedicated to, like so many fans. I'm like getting people message me, ask me questions and making little edits of me. And I'm like, bro, like this is so like I'm like, where did this come from? But honestly, I've enjoyed the process so much, and I have no words, but really I think you can see it on my face how happy it's made me.
So it gave you the itch that you want to do more. It didn't deter you away from it.
Oh, absolutely not. If I could do acting every single day, I absolutely would.
Just make sure the heating's working.
Yes, absolutely. I did say actually, I did make a joke on set. I hope Scott doesn't cancel me for this, but I said next time he wants us all in these little outfits in the cold, he can wear one too. And see how long he lasts.
The thing is, knowing Scott, he probably will wear one.
Yeah.
But like I said, being on set, we all got the same feeling that it was a family thing. Like you'd all been together for ages, and there was no thing. It was just all just like I said, just love and family.
Absolutely. I was quite nervous, but that nerves just went instantly. Like just everyone being so close and just feeling like we've all known each other for ages, and we're all still like in contact with each other, which is great.
And like I said, the girls are fantastic. I know a couple of them myself, and you all seem to get along together because, like, we've seen your Instagram posts, and you're all doing funny pictures, and you all seem like you was having lots of fun and laughs on set. Was that the case?
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like I've definitely made some really solid friends that I would absolutely love to meet again.
So, are you a horror fan?
So it's a bit ironic. I'm a bit scared of horror films. I don't do jump scares at all. I hate jump scares. If I am watching a horror film, I have to be like next to somebody. I have to be cuddled up out of a blanket. Honestly, I'm the biggest baby when it comes to jump scares. But give me gore. I can deal with gore very, very well. I can be like, yeah, that's fine.
So you're more into the blood, and because we've had these conversations before, is which is your favourite? Like I said, the blood and gore, or the actual somebody in a corner and popping out and just making you jump.
Yeah, no, I don't do the jump scares anymore.
So you don't do the jumping. You're the one behind the couch peeping up.
Yeah, I literally, I'm like, if I'm with somebody, I'm like, can you take me to the toilet? Because I'll be too scared to go to the toilet.
So do you have a favourite horror film, even though you're not a fan?
I wouldn't say, obviously, it's not like the scariest film out there, but I really love Jennifer's Body. It's something that I can rewatch without being too scared.
Getting too scared, yeah.
And it's just really iconic, isn't it? You know, I
Yeah.
love the little pink jacket with the love hearts. I've got one. I've dressed up as Jennifer, I think, twice for Halloween, so.
So now you've been in horror. Do you want more horror? Is that the genre you want to go down? Or do you want to have more challenges, like more like comedy and stuff like that?
I would absolutely love to pursue horror, but for me, diversity and range is like a must for me. So I want to pursue everything, to be honest. But if someone turned around to me tomorrow and was like, horror film, I'm like, yeah, go on. Absolutely.
So we've heard from people before that the fake blood is really, really cold. Did you experience that yourself?
Yeah, it can be very cold, but to be honest, I think I'm just cold anyway. So I think to that point, my body just numb.
Yeah, it didn't really matter because your body was that cold.
Yeah,
So.
it just shut off. It was like, oh, what's the extra bit of coldness?
So I've met Scott and Reese before. They're amazing people. How did you find them? How was it like being directed by them?
Scott is really lovely. You know, obviously, both Scott and Reese are very busy when you're on set. So I don't want to be like running up to him like, hi, you know, we've all got our different jobs. But when Scott did have a moment, he did come up to me. We did talk and stuff, and like, you know, just not even not even just about work, about outside things. And I thought that was really nice. You know, making the time to meet your actors and having somewhat of a relationship with them. It just made me feel like much nicer and more like I'm part of the little universe family.
So you said you're not a horror fan, but we have seen a lot of horror pictures on Instagram. So do you like doing all the horror stuff for the Instagram?
Yeah, so I think it's not that I necessarily don't like horror, it's just the jump scares. It just gets to me too much. I have to be with somebody. I'd love to watch a horror film by myself. I just can't. But I love the blood, I love the gore, I love the whole aesthetic of it. And I just love creating my like modelling pictures with a bit of gore and blood. I think I don't know, maybe I'm a bit weirder. I just love the aesthetic.
The other one thing I wanted to say about Winnie-the-Pooh 3, like I said, we're not going into spoilers or anything like that, but people need to realise that George is about 900 feet tall. He's absolutely massive, but he actually has a heart of gold.
Oh, absolutely. He is so lovely. Even at one point when I was shivering, he's giving me a hug.
Yeah, I've seen that.
It's a big bear hug. Honestly, he's such a sweetheart. There was one point where I accidentally hurt myself and he was like, oh my God, no. Like, he's such a sweetheart. I love him.
That's what I wanted to get across because, like I said, he is in the film. He's going to be very big. He's going to be very intimidating. He's going to be very, very scary. But like I said, the guy's got a heart of gold, and he just wants to make everybody happy.
I don't think I sound him very well as a scary person, did I? But yeah, he's such a sweetheart.
It's just George, yeah. It's George.
At all.
It's funny when he was coming over to us and just going, hello. And we're like, oh.
Yeah.
it's like
Absolutely.
We didn't even jump. Yeah. The extras weren't even jumping. It was just like, oh, hi, George.
Yeah.
Because he's so nice. So, what's next for you? Have you got any more plans? Is the jobs coming in? What's happening?
So for me, what's next for me at the moment, obviously I've just moved to Liverpool. Everything has been a bit hectic for me, but I'm working with my agency to, you know, update my show reel, update my spotlight, get some new headshots, etc. Because I really like acting means everything to me. It's always been my goal, so I really want to pursue that. But I'm also looking at doing a master's in September, so I'm not keeping one busy bee.
So is it hard to keep up? Do you have to keep up like the Instagram, the social media? Is it, you know, are you aware of that? You've got to keep up with that?
Yeah, for me personally, like I have been trying to really push my Instagram and my TikToks and stuff, you know, just to get myself out there. I know it can be quite scary, but you've got to just promote yourself. I think it's really important. So yeah, I feel like a lot of the time I'll probably look like I'm chronically online, but I actually don't have any of my notifications on. Like I'll just post stuff and then I'll probably ignore everyone.
But I think, like I said, that's what's most important. Like I said, what helps, social media can help in that way by, like I said, I think it's important that you promote yourself, because you can control what you post, what you don't post. So I think that's very important.
Exactly. You know, I think it's definitely important, especially like you can't just you know, hide behind the curtains if you want to go into this industry, unfortunately.
Exactly, yeah. Well, we're coming to the end of the podcast, but it's been amazing speaking to you. We wish you all the best. We do have one more favour, is
Yeah.
for the last segment, we let Grogu take over. And he has lots of questions in his popcorn bucket, but it's a question bucket. They are just completely random nuts questions, nothing to be scared of. They're basically just yes or no. But we do it because I think there'll be questions you'll never ever be asked in your life, and then you'll go, "We went
Let's
on
go
this
for it.
podcast and they asked me stupid questions." Well, that's what it's all about.
Let's
We just
go
like
for
having
it.
a little bit of fun. So let's go. So there's 5 random questions. So question 1. What's your go-to karaoke song?
Go-to karaoke song. Oh my god. So I think, what is it? Oh, Seven Nation Army.
There we go. See? Very, very easy.
Yeah.
Grogu's been nice to you. Question 2. He might not be, but let's go. Name 3 things you must have with you at all times.
Must have. So my phone, my vape,
Yeah.
and some lip balm.
So question 3. Ideal vacation. Are you a beach, a city, or mountains?
Ooh. So not that keen on the beach. I'm actually a bit scared of the sea, to be honest. I know that sounds
Interesting. No.
I've never been to them, but I've never been on holiday in the mountains, vacation there. But I feel like I'd definitely love that. I think that'd be something I'd love.
Waking up in the morning, open your curtain, there's the lovely mountains.
Exactly. It'd make a really good Instagram post too.
Sounds like the setting for a horror movie to me, though. That cabin in the woods or something.
So question 4, if you could travel back in time, where are you going?
Ooh. Ooh.
See, this is why we love these questions, because it's the only time people start thinking.
Yeah, this one has made me think. Oh my god, when would I? Ooh, I don't know. Like, no, I was gonna say like medieval
60s,
times, but I'm just getting
50s,
Captain
yeah.
MC. Sorry, I think too much. I'm like, no, I'd catch the plane or something.
Honestly, we say
Maybe
it at the beginning.
To the 80s. Go back to the 80s. Not that
We
I've been
say
in
we
the
say
80s, but still.
we say at the beginning these questions are fun and just sing it, and it's so funny. That's why we do it, because everybody goes, oh, they
Yeah,
think it's
you've
all
been
single.
graphic on
It's
that one. I
great.
was like, ooh,
No, it's brilliant. We love it. So last question. What's your favourite biscuit? If you could choose a biscuit, what's your go-to biscuit?
I really like. I think that it's Box's golden. I don't know. It's like a golden crunch, I think. Or
with the stuff in the middle. It's
yes,
got like
yes,
yeah,
that's it. Yeah, I really like
yeah,
that.
they're good.
Caramel.
Yeah.
Is it caramel?
No, it's like I don't know what it is. To be
It
honest, I'm
looks
not
like
big
an
to
Oreo,
stuff.
but it's the same principle. It's like 2
Yeah,
layers with
it's like
it.
a sandwich.
Yeah, really nice.
Why not? If you're going to go for a biscuit, make it a double sandwich, yeah?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. Thank you very much again. And like I said, we'll be looking out for you. Would you like to give a shout out to your Instagram so people know where to find you?
Yeah, so my Instagram is nees_XO, so NEES_XO. And I just want to say thank you both for having me on today. It's been an absolute pleasure. I really appreciate you having me on board today.
And we will put your Instagram post under so people can just click it and go and follow you and see them amazing horror pictures that you keep posting.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you very much.
Have a good night.
Thank you.